Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about meaningful writing. We have been scribbling and learned how to hold the pencil correctly. When I want to begin teaching my kids to write, I teach them a few parts that we use as our common language when we want to write. It is good that we understand each other when we are writing. When I need you to write one, you should be able to know what I mean by write one. I'll be using something that you too can create at home. I'll be using just an exercise book and pen. The part that I teach my children when I want to begin meaningful writing are just this. I will be showing you step by step how you can teach to write one, the backward curve and the dash correctly. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, this is the time. Kindly click on the subscription button, like this video, share it to your friends that needs to hear about this. The first step is how to trace down the number 1. You have to practice this as many times as possible. On the first page, I recommend that you hold the child's hand to learn exactly how to stroke down the number 1. Stroke it down as many times as you can until you have it perfected. The next step is to create dots along the pages of your exercise book and take the child's hand to the dots and stroke the 1 down. This teaches them the direction that they are supposed to go while writing the 1 or stroke, which is downwards. You can repeat these pages as many times as possible. There is no limited number of times that you can do this. What you need is perfection. Next, you create a page just like this one. The one on top will show them what you want them to write, and the dash in between the pages will indicate where you want them to write exactly. So you hold their hand and stroke the 1 down. Stroke it down. While you are doing that, you allow them to try to know how far they've understood. Once your number 1 or stroke is perfected, the next lesson will be how to trace the backward curve. You trace on the first page, you hold their hand to trace it and show them what you want. Once it is perfected, you can now move forward to rewriting the backward curve itself. You can create as many pages of this as you need. Step 2 of learning curve is how to rewrite the backward curve on its own. You hold your hand on the first page like we have been doing in other steps to show them exactly what they are supposed to do. Once that is done and you see that they are beginning to curve it while you're holding them, you can now give them the opportunity to trace it themselves, to write it on their own, to write it out on their own. If there's any mistake, you hold their hand and explain to them while you are showing them how to curve it exactly. And once this is done, you are ready to move to the next step, which is dash. Just like the other steps, the circles here helps the child to understand where they should write. So you can hold their hand on the first page and teach them how to dash from the left to the right. Dash, dash. Once you have learned how to stroke down, to do the backward curve, and to dash, you are ready to begin writing your numbers and your letters.